please stop and admire my gorgeous hydrangea. It is like peaking right now. It's so pretty. The purple leaves in there. And some of the flowers are starting to die actually, so it is past peak, but it's so pretty. So I actually filmed this video so long ago. I think I filmed it back towards the beginning of the March probably. It's summer now. So that's just the trajectory I've been on with getting videos out. It's just, it's not what I have time for at this stage in my life, but I want to go ahead and edit it finally. That's the problem. I can make videos, but then I never ever get around to editing them because I'm, you know, working or else playing with baby, who's a toddler now, who's gonna be two so soon. Oh, he's growing up so fast. But anyway, here's a video from back earlier this year and my thoughts from back then. I thought I'd come out here because you can see, I think it's a forsythia is what it's called. It's got some blooms on it and I thought this would be just fun to sit outside for a minute. I have a little bit of a break from work and I thought it's about time to do an update. It's been, well, by the time I post this, it'll have been well over a year since the divorce was finalized, but it's been about a year since the divorce was finalized. I thought I'd just kind of give a little bit of an update on things. I actually just recently had the trees trimmed. I have a whole bunch of old growth trees in this yard. It's so cool. And when I saw the house, it was kind of very early autumn, or it was late summer I think the first time, and then early autumn. And it was just such a beautiful, like, confined little space in the backyard. It was very private feeling with all the leaves. But then as winter kind of went on, it was clear that it's been a long time since these trees have had any kind of work done. And with some of these kinds of trees and these old growth kind of trees, they're like so tall. I should have taken a before and after, but I had tree trimmers come to kind of help the trees just get a little more healthy. We get pretty high winds in the area I'm in. Usually we get high snowfall, but Colorado has decided to skip past winter, so we're in summertime now. Should have been a winter, but there wasn't one. I keep looking up at the trees, sorry. I had them come. There were a lot of dead branches, a lot of parts that were just kind of unhealthy, some branches that were leaning into the neighbors' yards, and so there's a lot of things where it was like I could pay a little bit or else try and do it myself and get them looking okay and kind of hope that nothing goes bad, or I could just have a professional team come in, put in a chunk of money and just say the trees are now healthy and ready to grow for the time that I'm living here. I mean, there were trees that, like, the branches were touching the house, which was supposed to be taken care of, but I think maybe someone came by with their own little saw and just did the minimum rather than hiring a professional, and that's fine. There were a couple of things that I think they skimped out on a little bit. One of the things was they were supposed to replace the really expired fire alarms, the smoke detectors in the house, and they replaced like one. And I saw a package of 3 in the house. Like, we came through and they had the package and all of them were still the old ones with the old expiration date. So I don't know what they did with the package. So I've had to replace some smoke detectors. It's been a couple things, but the trees now have been trimmed back just recently. They got all of it down just before things started like leafing out, because, well, and you could really tell too, things were like beginning to leaf out. So they did a good job. Things are all trimmed up. It's going to be beautiful this summer. There's still a lot of sticks. They cleaned up really well, but my goodness, a lot of sticks. But I did these bushes. This bush, my dad and I just kind of went at it. We just were pulling out. I mean, the sticks were like coming out of the ground. They were so rotted. These are bushes you're supposed to like cut back every year, and they hadn't been. So they were like full crispy dead. I was calling them crispy dead. They're crispy dead branches all over. This one I didn't even get all of them out of. We just got exhausted, and so there's still a couple in there that I could stand to pull out of there. And then next year I'll probably hack them all the way back the way they're supposed to be, so they have the best chance of growing. But this year we're kind of like seeing what grows. We're finding out what kind of cool bushes I have. In the opposite corner I have some lilacs. I've always wanted lilac bushes, always, and it looks like there are about 4 that are just starting to flower out. It's really beautiful. My yard is so pretty. Yeah, so about a year ago the divorce finalized, and since then, you know, I've been a single parent since I became a parent, basically. He really wasn't helping in the first 2 months and then was gone after that, you know? So I've had tons of support. I lived at my parents' for most of the previous year, trying to get back on our feet because we had to sell our house. So the divorce finalized, and then it took freaking all year to sell the house. And I've done other videos on that, so I won't just harp on it. So once we finally sold the house, then I was able to jump on this house and get moved in, and you know, one thing after another, and it feels like things are never ending, but it also is like I feel very established, and I've talked a little bit about some of those things. I think the one, like, for the most part, the divorce has been very good for me. I mean, I'm close to family. I have so many opportunities for my baby, who's a toddler now. For my toddler, for my child. Oh, he's not a baby anymore. He like says words. He has opinions. It's so cute. He's so funny. We do a lot of things. Like we take classes and we go to the library and we just do all kinds of stuff. Like there are opportunities you've never had. There's kids in this neighborhood. There's kids all over the place. We're in a really good school district and walkable distance to the school too. I'm so excited when he starts school. We're like a couple blocks. It's so great. A lot of things have gone really well for me. Obviously there have been some really, really bad things. My sweet kitty Zuko having cancer and passing away has been one of the things that's it's hard to kind of come back from that. Like I'm still very, very sad about it, and I sometimes just have to try and not think about things. Obviously the way things are going in the world have been really, really bad. So there's a lot of things. I mean, work has been hard partly because of the things going on in the world, but I've been so lucky to have this job. There's a lot of things where it's like push and pull, good and bad, and like I feel like my life is a lot more stable than it has been recently. You're able to kind of look at a little bit of a distance, and you know, there were probably early on red flags. There were probably some things that I put up with that I shouldn't have had to, and I'm kind of able to heal from some of that. But then there's also kind of, maybe this is like the flip side of divorce. Like you feel like there's a healing portion of you and a things going good portion of you, and then also there's a loss. You know, you thought you had a partner, you thought there would be a partner. There are just moments where I'm like, I'm doing some things by myself that I didn't expect to be doing. And it's usually like late night things. Like I'm so unbelievably tired or I'm not feeling well, but I'm the only person who's here at night to take care of my baby. And, you know, it's like those moments where when you think, there should have been somebody else. There was supposed to be somebody else. And that person just decided to walk out on both of you and leave you in this situation that you shouldn't have had to do by yourself. And those are the moments where it feels hard. But then there are other moments where I'm like, this is so much easier and better. They're just things like, yeah, I have to like do all of the cooking and cleaning kind of a thing. And I look at the load I have to do for like the two of us. And I think, I was doing this much work before. Like, even though I had a partner who, for the most part, would like do chores and things, I was still doing so much of it. And rather than like, you know, just helping out and just doing things, he would complain about things too. And you know what my toddler doesn't do? Complain about things. Like if I'm going, I mean, because anyone who cooks knows the whole, you know, like the kitchen can be clean in the morning, and by the time you go to bed at night, if you haven't been like putting things away along the way and cleaning along the way all day long, your kitchen is an absolute disaster, and it looks like nobody has cleaned in like 2 weeks, right? And you're like, it was clean this morning. And if I just leave it like that for like 2 days, nobody complains about it. And then I just clean it again, and then the whole kitchen is clean, and then, you know, we cook, and then it's messy again, because that's just the cycle of life. But I don't have someone complaining about it, and that is really nice. That really is comforting. I can just like do things at the pace I need to, and sometimes that's very stressful. I feel like things aren't getting done fast enough. There's a lot to do in this house still. I mean, and some of it is hiring professionals, like doing the tree trimming, but then now there's a lot of yard work to do, and sometimes I've got the energy and sometimes I don't. There's some repairs that need to be done, and sometimes I have the energy and sometimes I don't. So there's some aesthetic things. I'm still not all unpacked because I just don't have time. I mean, I'm sitting out here right now chatting to try and get some sunshine for my mental health. But I'm just on a lunch break. I'll be working. When I'm not working, I'm taking care of and hanging out with my baby because I want to, but also it's like, so I have 2 jobs, 2 full-time jobs, and I leave one and go to the other. And sometimes I get to have them overlap for a minute or two throughout the day, and that's great, but it's also like I don't have time for things like unpacking my things. I don't have time for, you know, just a lot of stuff like that. Or like I'll find a minute and I'll be really excited and put like 2 things away. It's slow going. I guess that's the thing, is it's slow going. Otherwise, it feels nice. Sometimes I do think I might have bought too big a house. Like for 2 of us, it's pretty big. 2 people and 3 cats, but I think there will be a point when I have a teenager where I'm like, this isn't a big enough house for the both of us, you know? Like, this isn't enough house. So I think it feeling too big right now is just because there's so much overwhelming, and I don't have all my I don't have all my processes in place. Like, luckily I've got the robot vacuum. Luckily I've got the automatic litter box. Things that make a little bit of my life a little bit easier. But then I really like the idea of having laundry in the basement, but also going all the way down to the basement to do laundry, or like sneaking down to the basement and knowing that it's sort of beneath where the baby's bedroom is. I feel like I can't do laundry at night because I don't want to wake him up. There's trade-offs. But for the most part, really, really good. Sometimes I think about like what would I have done differently if I had known that a divorce was inevitable. It wasn't like we were, you know, married and together for life, which is what I had assumed. We were together for life, for better, for worse, angry days, whatever. I just always assumed we were going to be together until we were old. But if I had known that he was at any point planning to divorce me, I think the one thing, like, I wouldn't want a different child. I love my baby so much. This is the child for me. But I wish I'd had kids sooner. Like, I wish I had not sort of waited for him the way he kind of asked me to. He kind of asked me to wait, that he would be ready later, that we would just wait to have kids. And I wish I hadn't. I wish I'd just been like, no, we're either having kids now or we're not. Because I've been ready to be a mom for a long time, and I love being a mom, and it's been really fun. And it would have been even better to be a little bit younger and to have more family, to have more kids. I think having 2 kids is always what I was sort of thinking. And at this point, I think 1. I don't think I want to, you know, date and have another relationship and have another child. Like, if someone came along with kids, that'd be great. If I end up adopting a child due to whatever circumstance happens, that'd be great. I don't know that I'd have another one at this point. And I think I would have. And that might have been the only thing that I would change from it all. But yeah, I just felt like I needed to come do a little bit of an update, sit out in my yard. I don't know that the lighting is great, but the tree is like providing really nice shade for me. I feel good, but it doesn't maybe look good on camera, and that's fine. It's a pretty yard. I will let you kind of see all of the cool trees I have. Look at my neat trees. I got a bunch of them. But yeah, anyway, just a quick update. I do have to get back to work, so I'm gonna do that. But lovely chatting with you.